Imagine this. A faint streak of light pierces the velvet black canvas of space, hurtling toward our solar system from the uncharted depths beyond our stars. It's not just any wanderer, it's an interstellar comet, a relic from another stellar neighborhood, carrying secrets forged in the fires of distant worlds. On July 1st, 2025, the NASA-funded Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, ATLAS telescope in Rio Hurtado, Chile, captured its first glimpse of this extraordinary traveler, dubbing it 3I/ATLAS, the third confirmed interstellar object to grace our cosmic backyard. What followed was a cascade of revelations that have left astronomers breathless, rekindling humanity's ancient wonder about the night sky. These aren't mere dots of data. They're whispers from the universe, inviting you to lean in closer, to question everything you thought you knew. Stick with me as we dive deep into the data, the anomalies, and the profound implications of this celestial guest. By the end, you might just see the stars differently. Because if 3I/ATLAS teaches us anything, it's that the cosmos is far more alive, far more mysterious than we ever dared dream. The images you're about to encounter, freshly released by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, on November 19th, 2025, aren't just snapshots, they're seismic shocks rippling through the astronomical community. Captured by an armada of spacecraft from the Hubble Space Telescope's crisp July 21st, 2025, portraits showing a teardrop-shaped cocoon of dust enveloping its icy nucleus, to the Perseverance rover's faint smudge against Martian skies on October 4th, and the Psyche mission's multispectral glimpses on September 8th and 9th, these visuals paint a portrait of defiance against the ordinary. To the casual observer, it might resemble a flickering ember in the void, a brief dance of light against eternal darkness. But for those versed in the elegant equations of orbital mechanics and spectroscopy, it's a glitch in the matrix, a moment where the immutable laws of physics seem to stutter, as if the universe itself paused to catch its breath. NASA's terminology, non-gravitational acceleration event, is a masterclass in understatement, a veil drawn over the exhilarating terror of the unknown. Because 3I/ATLAS isn't merely drifting, it's reacting. Its brightness surges without the telltale tail of a typical comet. It accelerates where gravity alone should decelerate it, and it carves a path through our solar system with the precision of a navigator charting unknown waters. As we unpack this tonight, layer by tantalizing layer, prepare to have your worldview expanded. This isn't hyperbole, it's the raw edge of discovery, and you're here for every pulse-pounding revelation. Let's rewind to that fateful summer morning in July 2025, when Atlas's vigilant eye first locked onto this intruder. Pre-discovery images from the Zwicky Transient Facility, ZTF, stretched back to June 14, confirming its hyperbolic trajectory, a near straight-line path screaming interstellar origin. Unlike the bound ellipses of our solar system's comets, 3I/ATLAS boasts an eccentricity exceeding 5, the highest ever recorded for such a visitor, dwarfing even 1I/Oumuamua's 1.2 and 2I/Borisov's 3.4. It barreled in at speeds topping 250,000 kilometers per hour relative to the Sun, a velocity that speaks of eons spent tumbling through the interstellar void. By August, NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, TESS, had retroactively spotted cometary activity as early as May 7th, when the object was a chilly 6.4 astronomical units from the Sun, hinting at ice's sublimating long before perihelion. Ground-based telescopes worldwide joined the fray. The Nordic Optical Telescope on July 2nd revealed a diffuse active coma. The Canada-France-Hawaii Telescope caught a marginal tail-like elongation, and the Deep Random Survey in Chile confirmed the reddish hue of dust-laden organics, reminiscent of tholins, those irradiated carbon compounds that give distant worlds their eerie colors. But it was on October 29th, 2025, at 11:37 UT, during its solar closest approach, perihelion, at just 1.36 AU, inside Mars's orbit, that 3I/ATLAS truly began to rewrite the rules. NASA's routine JPL report, intended as another footnote in the Solar Observation Ledger, exploded into controversy within hours. Global researchers pored over the telemetry, and what they found defied expectation: a dramatic brightening, scaling inversely with solar distance to the power of -7.5, plus or minus 1, far steeper than the typical -4 for cometary outbursts. Yet no cometail, no dust plume, no vaporous fanfare. Japan's Subaru telescope, perched atop Mauna Kea, corroborated this with infrared scans in early November, detecting a faint, steady glow without the chaotic ejecta of a fracturing nucleus. The European Space Agency's ESA, ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter and Mars Express, pivoting from their red planet duties on October 3rd, imaged the comet from 29 million kilometers away, revealing a surprisingly stable structure, no fragmentation like 2I/Borisov suffered. It wasn't lens flare, software glitch, or optical illusion. This was raw, unfiltered reality, a massive interstellar body flaring with improbable velocity, as if awakening to the sun's gaze. Cross-referencing acceleration data sealed the anomaly. Every comet should bow to gravity's inexorable tug, decelerating post-perihelion as solar pull wanes. Not 3I/ATLAS. JPL's Horizon System, incorporating observations from 230 observatories, logged a radial acceleration away from the Sun of 135 kilometers per day squared, plus a transverse component of 60 kilometers per day squared. Clear signs of non-gravitational propulsion. Words like pushed echoed through conference halls and online forums, sending shockwaves far beyond Pasadena. The ESA dubbed it a phenomenon beyond current physical models, while JPL's Davide Farnocchia, in an October 31st report, quantified the deviation, a modest but unmistakable nudge, shifting the orbit by Earth's radius over a month. No outgassing evidence, no chemical jets, no mass loss plumes detectable by the Atacama Large Millimeter Array, ALMA, in late October. Simulations demand that a natural comet achieve this via 13% mass ejection as gas. Yet instruments from SOHO, Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, to GOES-19 showed pristine vacuum around it. Instead, the motion was fluid, sustained, directional, like an invisible hand guiding it along the ecliptic plane, that ethereal highway planets tread. For the first time, NASA conceded the physics didn't add up. This wasn't chaos, it was choreography. Delve deeper into the orbital ballet and the unease builds. A random interstellar interloper should slash through the solar system like an errant bullet. Steep, erratic, indifferent. 3I/ATLAS? It glided with surgical grace, aligning almost flawlessly with the ecliptic, brushing Venus, Mars, and Jupiter at distances, screaming, "Gravity assist!" NASA's updated ephemeris pegs a razor-close Jupiter flyby on March 16, 2026, at a mere 0.06 million kilometers deviation, odds of natural occurrence, 1 in 5 million per veteran navigators. ESA's JUICE spacecraft, en route to Ganymede, will snapshot it in December 2025 from an ideal vantage, potentially resolving whether this is serendipity or strategy. To orbital experts, it evokes Voyager's slingshot maneuvers, deliberate, efficient, purposeful. The Lucy mission's September 16th image, from 240 million miles out, captured it streaking toward Mars, its path a cosmic breadcrumb trail. Drifting, hardly, this object was navigating, threading the planetary needle with elegance that borders on intent. As we trace its arc, peaking at 168 million miles from Earth on December 19, 2025, you can't shake the feeling. What if this isn't happenstance, but a carefully plotted course? Simulations only amplify the intrigue. If 3I/ATLAS were a vanilla comet, that acceleration demands cataclysmic outgassing, ejecting half its mass in a detectable plume. Yet stacking 20 exposures from amateur astronomers M. Yeager, G. Riemann, and E. Prosperi on November 20th revealed sideways lines, possibly satellite streaks or hints of smaller ejecta, but no massive debris field. A.V. Loeb, Harvard's audacious astrophysicist, posits in his November 23 Medium post, could this be a mothership seeding Jupiter with tech? Hyperbolic, yes, but grounded in data showing smooth harmonic forces, one gravitational inward pull, another tangential push. A September 25th paper by Cloete, Loeb, and Veres sets a lower mass limit at 33 billion tons, implying a nucleus over 5 kilometers wide, tenfold larger than 2Rn/Borisov. Hubble's July 21st image couldn't resolve it, capping diameter at under 20 kilometers, but JWST's August 6th near-infrared spectroscopy hints at a robust, unyielding core. This isn't fragility, it's fortitude, moving under subtle control. Then the spectral symphony hits its crescendo, transforming whispers into roars. NASA's infrared and X-ray sweeps, bolstered by VLT, Very Large Telescope, data from July 20th, unveiled a chemical cocktail alien to cometary norms. Elevated nickel emissions, but scant iron. Metals typically fused in stellar furnaces, not sundered apart. Cyanide traces, normal for comets, mingle with abundant carbon dioxide, water, carbon monoxide, and carbonyl sulfide, per JWST's August analysis. Yet water ice clocks in at under 4% of expectations. No frozen Kuiper Belt orphan here. This beast was birthed in Inferno, near a star's blaze, its surface reflecting blue light hotter than Sol itself. Subaru's mid-November infrared spectrometry confirmed the anomaly. A polarization curve with negative reflection, where light scatters in forbidden arcs. That's the hallmark of engineered sheen. Polished alloys, advanced ceramics, not ragged ice and dust. Thermal uniformity seals it. ESA's Mars Express. October readings show even heat distribution, sans hot-cold gradients that plague natural bodies. This is spacecraft-grade thermal management, warding off solar stress. 3I/ATLAS isn't primordial slush. It's sleek, metallic, resilient. A survivor sculpted by forces we can scarcely fathom. Just when jaws dropped, ultraviolet flashes ignited the plot twist. As perihelion peaked, Swift's UVOT, ultraviolet optical telescope, logged rhythmic pulses, brief every 17 minutes in triplets, then silence. Not rotational tumble, timing defies that. ESA and Subaru cross-verified axing interference, converting to radio frequencies, a chilling echo of the 1977 WOW signal, that 72-second burst from Sagittarius, annotated WOW by Jerry Amon. Loeb's September 29th blog calculates, on August 12, 1977, 3I/ATLAS beamed from 600 astronomical units out, aligning within 9 degrees of the WOW source, a 0.6% cosmic coincidence. Transmitter power? Immense but feasible for advanced tech. NASA demurs, anomaly of unknown origin. But the pulses persisted days post-perihelion, fading as if cognizant of scrutiny. Random? The precision screams code. A heartbeat across light years linking eras. If wow was a hail, is this the reply? A probe's generational whisper, arriving eons later? Coincidence or cosmic dialogue? The data beckons you to decide, as telescopes from Green Bank to Allen Array scan for repeats. This isn't static, it's conversation, and we're eavesdropping. Lurking behind the drama, the solar conjunction veil. As 3I/ATLAS dipped behind the sun in late October, observatories in Chile, ALMA, Japan, Subaru, and the Canary Islands, Tidy's 2-meter twin, pierced the corona's glare. What emerged? A symmetrical glow, hundreds of miles wide, uniform in reflection, enduring furnace heat, dismissed initially as interference, triplicate conformations, identical scale, luminosity, arc, demolished doubt. High rise on Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter's October 2nd image hinted at an anti-tail toward the sun, anomalous for dust. It synced perfectly with 3I/ATLAS's path. Two forms in tandem, one overt, one shrouded, vanishing in unison. NASA labels it non-standard solar phenomenon. Skeptics see a colossal scaffold, a mothership, field generator, or relic hull cradling the comet. Science fiction? Until October 29, 2025. Now it's hypothesis demanding scrutiny as JUICE eyes a November intercept. Earthbound echoes chilled spines further. During conjunction, air traffic radars and satellites logged azure rings and jellyfish orbs over oceans, stationary, pulsing blue, syncing to that 17-minute rhythm. Meteorological nets in the Atlantic and Pacific captured vanishings, sands, booms, or trails. Hypotheses swirled, problets, autonomous scouts. NASA's November 19th presser addressed rumors head-on. It looks and behaves like a comet, no techno-signatures. Yet the cadence mirrors space pulses, a terrestrial tattoo. Government stonewalled, observatories muted. By early December, as 3I/ATLAS reemerged, image by SOHO's stacked October 15th to 26 frames showing central brightening. The anomalies persisted, unchanged light, even temps, defiant acceleration. An unprecedented consortium, NASA, ESA, JAXA, private scopes, forged data-sharing pacts. This wasn't observation, it was vigilance, humanity's first stakeout of potential intelligence. The saga of 3I/ATLAS transcends data dumps. It's a philosophical fulcrum, tilting science toward the sublime. This visitor, billions of years old, predates our sun, hauling volatiles from alien forges, clues to exoplanet birthing, galactic chemistry. Its diversity from Oumuamua, cigar-shaped enigma, and Borisov, fragmented kin, underscores interstellar variety. Icy giants, rogue worlds, perhaps engineered envoys. Loeb's anomalies, blue hue from ionized CO2, massive scale, wow, alignment, fuel debate. But NASA's Nikki Fox affirms, our friendly solar system visitor. No threat, its December 19th closest approach is a safe 1.5 AU, but a mirror to our hubris. We've scanned skies for SETI signals, yet here saunters a probe-like form, pulsing in patterns that tease meaning. Spiritual? Absolutely. It humbles us, igniting curiosity's fire. Are we alone? The data murmurs. Expand horizons. Embrace ambiguity. As November's chill deepens and 3I/ATLAS fades toward Virgo and Leo, dipping below magnitude 12 by December's end, a hush descends on labs from Pasadena to Frascati. Equations that once defined the impossible now fracture under this onslaught. Non-gravitational nudges, uniform thermals, spectral oddities. No tails flourish, no decays sigh. It glides powered, pulses articulate, endures eternal. Even veiled by soul, the cosmos conspired. Coronal ghosts, atmospheric specters, rhythmic reprises like a void-spanning pulse. If coincidence, the universe wields drama's pen with flair unmatched. Haunting isn't the data's portrait, but its shadow. Implications vast as the gulfs it crossed. If machine, it predates pyramids, languages, crafted by minds who tamed physics ere we kindled flame. Drifting through stellar pyres, galactic churns, it persists, purpose pristine. Endurance as intent. A test? Beacon? Admonishment that voids teem with ancients, patient beyond reckoning. NASA's November 20th images, Psyche's coma inset, Perseverance's Martian frame, immortalize this artifact, perhaps a fallen empire's echo, knowledge encoded in glow and gleam. Not for us, these operations hum post-creators fade. Machines persist, unmourning. Thus as 3I/ATLAS accelerates outbound, elegant, resolute, it proffers a fork, cower from shadows or chase their lore, cling to dogma or author fresh tomes, probe, relic, missive, or nameless marvel. It has roused us. Gaze upward with awe, meekness. Skies aren't barriers. They're portals to tales vaster, weirder than fathom. This interstellar odyssey, from July's spark to December's whisper, rekindles that primal spark, humanity's questing soul. If these revelations have stirred your cosmic curiosity, don't let the stars dim. Subscribe now. We're merely scratching the surface of 3I/ATLAS's trove. Enable notifications. The next telemetry burst could shatter paradigms anew. Drop below, Comet, Artifact, Vanguard, or Lost Echo. Your voice joins the dialogue. Together we unravel the universe, one anomaly at a time.